Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport for another sort of little challenge, little showdown. For this, we are taking a look at some of the extreme track cars, you know, truly crazy contraptions here. I think a reverse PI grid, we're about to be released. I'm driving the new Pagani Wire. I've been told this car is very fast in a straight line and not quite as good through the corners as you like. Bloody hell, we are catching that Lamborghini. Really quite something. I don't know how brave to be into the first corner. Okay, the Wire's got, I'm impressed with the straight line speed already. That's some good news. It hasn't quite got the biggest amount of traction. The Lamborghini's good coming up this hill though. I'm not quite sure where I need to be on this. So yeah, there's a little bit of a roll-off delay. The slower cars starting up at the front. That's a little dicey with some of the faster ones starting further back. The Wire are quite high in terms of the PI, so hopefully we're going to make our way through the pack. Oh, Lamborghini, big twitch. That's Blakey in the grass, in the gravel. Oh, that's unfortunate. I think the SCV12 just put a wheel on the grass on the outside, and that was it. That's all it takes here at Kyalami. This is probably not the track for the Wire, if I'm being honest, but here we go. There's a big group of cars up ahead. If we can go chasing after them, if we can potentially go and catch up to them, get involved in that fight. There's a big, huge fight going on. Wire's struggling. I get it turned. It's not too bad. Oy, that's a bit of a slide. Okay, we'll get it turned as a Ferrari behind us. That's not the sight I want to see immediately. It is dealing with that FXXK Evo. Those things are monstrously quick. Massive squabble up ahead. Now that is a good sight. Well, it's a good sight for me. Is we're a little bit wide. If they fight each other, I guess we can get closer. Nope. Go in a straight line, please. We do not have. It understeers a bit, and then when we get on power, the back end doesn't go where I want it to. I'm sorry, Peggy. We're all over the road. Christ, Ferrari's gonna look around the outside. I'm not sure there's going to be enough space for that one. Who's faster in a straight line? I don't know. We are just a bit quicker. Okay, wow, the Wire is very fast. We pulled on that Lamborghini, and it seems like we're going to do the same against the Ferrari. We're going to have to try and defend into the first corner here, try and make it awkward for Impega to find a way past, and they are not quite going to be able to stay alongside. They swap sides, they can't quite do that. We are going to park on the apex without being pushed by a Ferrari around the start of this lap. We really need to be focusing forward, but I want to go chasing after the cars ahead, but I do want to try and stay ahead of said Ferrari. And Ultima up next. I don't think the Ultima's on race tyres in this, which would be immensely quick in a straight line. Probably one of the few things faster than me, I would guess, if it can get its power down. It's very close. I don't know if it's going to miss a shift maybe through that one, but it is side by side. I don't have the grip to go with this one. Can we hold it? Look at this speed. The Ultima. The Wire is quick, but that Ultima, if it gets going, can't get stopped. They're going to have a blue machine underneath us. It's still there, a little bit of contact. We'll slide a little bit. That's fine. We can get the power down. The Ferrari is looking for a way past as well back there. We're clear. I don't know if we're quite flat. Not quite brave enough to be flat out through there. Porsche's in all sorts of trouble. Hello. Boy, you've got all-wheel drive in the Mission R. I think. Pretty sure it does. That will launch itself off the corners very well. It's got great traction compared to me. We'll bounce it over the curbs a smidge. It'll launch really nicely off of the curbs, off of the corners. I've just got to hope that I've got more top speed. I think that's where the Mission R struggles, is the outright top speed. We've still got that Ferrari still close behind. It held for a while, but once it gets like 150, there's nothing the Porsche can really do. I don't think it's going to be close enough to be fighting. Oh, hello. What the hell? Where did that come from? It was a Neo suddenly turned up at turn 1. It's all good. It's fine. Amazingly, we all got through there relatively cleanly. Haven't I got to go deal with a Radical up ahead? I'm hoping a big slide from the Radical, big gap behind us as well. They're all fighting one another. We will just outrun it in a straight line. That makes life a lot easier for me in terms of the passing. And Danger Man leads the way about 7 seconds down the road. So we're gaining on the leader a little bit. That's a bit wide for me. We've got to fight our way through this group of cars. That corner there didn't particularly. I've got to try and fight our way through this group of cars. It's what is it? P1 GTR against a Vulcan 599 Evo leading the way. It's going to be a bit more difficult to pass this. I'm going to drive myself. I want to get to the inside of the Vulcan, but I can't really do much. The McLaren's busying self-fighting that Ferrari. It squeezed the car up the inside. We might just about have got the move done on the Vulcan. We're sliding on the exit. Ferrari a little bit, but I think we've got the acceleration. We'll pass the Ferrari as well. Now, onto the McLaren. We go once more. A lot of speed down here. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull this one up in time, but we're going to try and be efficient with the overtakes. Not quite. McLaren will cut back. Oh, the Ferrari's back. Hello, Pegga. I thought I'd lost you in the traffic. Apparently not. Oh no, it's back. More dust being kicked up. But wait, where did that come from? There's a car. Oh, having some issues. Is that another? Might be the AMR Pro one or something. I'm not quite sure. We've got another Aston Martin to deal with from the dust clouds. We cleared the McLaren. We're going to outrun the Aston Martin down here, and Pegga's still behind. That Ferrari is coming with us. I think the Ferrari is quicker than we are. I think the Ferrari is considerably quicker than we are, but we've been able to annoy it so far. As we head down turn 1, there is that green nose of the FXXK. I have a feeling we will have quite annoyed a Ferrari. We're just fast enough in a straight line to be awkward around here. Celine, I do like the Celine up ahead. Oh no, we might be in trouble here. The Ferrari's got alongside, although it is an acceleration zone for us to utilise. Pegga just can't quite do it. There was an opportunity. There was a good opportunity, and it's just this acceleration of the Wara is a bit too much. Again, Pegga's going to get alongside here. We can defend a bit into the next corner. We've got to make it difficult. We might get stuck behind the Celine. We're sliding a little bit. Again, got away with it. We're holding on. It is really clinging on at the moment. Where am I going to pass this? I don't want to get held up too much through here. No, the Celine, the Ferrari's having a look to the inside. We've got, once again, the acceleration. Don't think Brazen quite realised where we were going. It's 3 wide into the next corner. I don't know if we're going to hold on to this one. We're still going to get the power down. It's a slide again for the Pagani, and Pegga is looking every which way. The Neo's still here somewhere. And still that Ferrari cannot find a way past. The Neo's having a look too. We will defend into the next. I can't afford to run wide, not on this lap. We cannot afford to run wide. The Neo, I think, is all-wheel drive as well. Should launch well off the corner, not close enough. We will fend off that Ferrari for another turn. Bouncing the curbs and a bit more sideways. It's certainly not catching any of the cars up ahead. It's been a crazy final lap. I don't think, even if Pegga holds it around the outside, I think we're just going to have too much acceleration here. It's going to be that drag race to the line. The Ferrari can't do it. It was a race of annoying Pegga, and we got ourselves to fifth. Actually quite a respectable finishing position, considering that's probably not the best track for the Wara. Yeah, we mean... Oh, the F40 did well, actually. That's impressive for an R-Class car. Yeah, we were battling our way. We slowed down Pegga a lot. The Wara is difficult to drive. It was a highly entertaining race, but that Pagani is not the easiest car to get around the circuit. For the second race, I hope to annoy Pegga again. This track will potentially suit the Wara a little bit more. This is... we saw a lot faster in a straight line than quite a few cars about. This track should work. I mean, we're still going to struggle with turning through a few corners, but we can see what we can do, really, with this. Oh, God, with this car in places. Blakey's having an argument with the curb again. I wasn't confident through that section. Oh, please turn in. We need some very long straights. I don't think we're going to be able to infuriate Pegga as well on the, or as much on this circuit. I don't know. Oh, never mind. Pegga's made a mistake through there. I had nothing to do with it. Can't blame me for that one. And that frustration is not on me. Please get slowed down now, Pagani. Thank you. And then out the other side, we will try and chase after that Lamborghini. I don't know whether we're going to really be able to do too much. But as the traffic starts coming around, we will have perhaps one of the easier times getting through the traffic, because we can outrun so much. There isn't actually very many cars that outrun us down the straights, which is, I say, is odd. I don't know. I wouldn't have necessarily expected the Wara to just be a speed car. I mean, I say it was a speed car, okay, not like a Yesco, but it is, yeah, very, very quick down these straights in comparison to some of the other track cars. It is just very difficult. It's cool to have in Forza, but yeah, rather tough. We haven't got too much going on at the moment. The Ultima is a car that would be faster than me in a straight as well, of course. How could I forget about that one? That's busy battling away with an Apollo here. Lamborghini's up the inside. Can we get on the power? We do. Nicely out of there. Yeah, probably one of the advantages we get with the Wara is we probably have an easier time coming through the pack, we probably lose less fighting than something like the SCV-12, because we've got to be careful not to squeeze the, the Apollo there, but because we can clear our way through the pack a little easier, we may lose less time battling. And if we get ahead of the Lambo, much as we saw against the Ferrari, we could just annoy it. Gliska's going to leave a lovely gap on the inside. I will say thank you very much for that one. Put the power down. I mean, it's a big group of cars that we are slowly catching up towards, one of which has had an off. I think that's Stevie with the Mission R. We can get a big slipstream pull down towards this first corner. I am being a little cautious through turn 1 here. There is more speed. I'm being a little cautious because I just don't trust the front end of this car. All through Kyalami, I don't trust the front end. I'm still not really trusting the front of this car to do what I want it to, because it just, it really lacks that front end grip. We can get on the power there nicely. We are going to blast past a Ferrari in towards the next corner. That's going to be very, very iffy under brakes. We're about to start annoying Pega again. The FXXK Evo is here to have a look around. Pega is going to dive. I was kind of defending down there, but not really fully defending. I say, well, the plus point of not fully defending is we can make it awkward around here. If Pega's got to go the long way around, it might not matter. I think it's just got too much grip. Even if we do get on the power a little bit better down there, it's not going to matter. I think Pega is clear. We may, though, be able to fire it up the inside at turn 1. I'm not trusting it. It would be a very tight line if you fired it there, to be fair. Ewan's Vulcan is going to now come under threat from the Ferrari, and it's going to lose out. Well, I think we have lost to the FXX. We cannot keep that fight going, really. Come on, Wara. There we go. Out the other side we head. We will now clear the Vulcan. Danger Man is leading the way with that F40. I mean, the field is going to be bunching up, of course, as is the point of this sort of style of challenge. We just aren't going to quite be leading the charge with this one, I don't think. The hope is that the best bet for us is traffic, interference, causing problems for folk. What are we? I don't even know what Pega's trying to pass up ahead. What is Ninetales driving? I'm not actually sure at the moment. Come on, Wara. We can... Whoa, I'm still very nervous of this car. Still very, very nervous of this one. There goes the big slipstream pull. I always don't want the huge slipstream pull because you're suddenly going astronomically quick into that corner. Is that... I swear, do you have a Vulcan, or is one like the AMR Pro and one the normal one? I don't know. I might be misremembering my track cars a little bit here. Right, get on the power. There we go. That will be us past a Ninetales. Well, Ninetales with a Vulcan of some sort. But I just can't. I can't match the Lamborghini or the Ferrari around here. It just gets a little bit too sketchy. Caught up to Lomo's KTM. That thing will be much grippier in the corners than I am. We can absolutely obliterate it down a straight. I'm half expecting it to fight back here, but it is not quite. We're catching up to the normal FXX, the normal FXXK, God, there's so many similar names, is not a million miles away from us ahead, but I don't know if we've really got the pace for it. KTM just cannot live with the Pagani's speed and power and all that. We've got 2 laps to go. Brazen is leading the way with the F50 GT that they swapped into. Can we get in and amongst this fight? We may be... I feel like the car might be capable of it. I'm not sure I'm extracting the most out of it. Which, even though it's quite an understeery car, which normally suits me, that balance. But I am really struggling to extract the performance from this one here. Well, even at this track, even on a little deep through there, is the kind of... I see a really fun battle that I really want to be a part of, and I'm desperately trying to get my car close enough. Even if we can't... Well, we're definitely not winning. I'd like to be able to get a couple more cars, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think we've overdriven it a little bit this lap as well, which has not helped. There is all manner of cars fighting up ahead. That we haven't done terribly. Like we're about on pace, but we're not really on pace for gaining against a lot of that group. If they fight each other into attrition, though, we could potentially grab a few places. Dangerman's F40 has held on very, very well, actually, considering its relatively low PI in this. There is Senna's battling with the SCV12 all the way around here. Come on, Hawara, use that straight line speed. We'll try and get on the power. It wiggles a little bit, but we're just a bit too far back now, really. There's nothing that we can do. That being said, the F40 is out a little bit wide there. Dangerman may be vulnerable to us on that run to the line if we can get it all correct through here. If we don't lock the brakes up, there's a little chatter from them down there, but we get it stopped. Come on, can we beat that F40? We want to beat one Ferrari at least. Please turn, Pagani. Okay, there's a little bit of a slide as we jump on the power. I don't think it's quite a big enough run to the line. Nah, I chucked it as hard as we dare, but it didn't matter. Could only manage 8th. I mean, the speed wasn't bad. The speed, it wasn't terrible. We were catching, the F40. We just ran out of time. We were quicker than the Senna and the FXXK. Couldn't match quite the SCV12. I mean, we're around the Brabham's pace. Yeah, we get all of our speed in the straight line, and yeah, couldn't quite make up enough. Impega got very close to beating the F50 through there. We're slightly disappointed. We were just a little bit too far back. We saw a great battle that I never quite got involved in, but there we go. Yeah, a fun race for the Wara. For our final race, we have come to the Hakone circuit. Now, in theory, this should probably be a very strong track for the Wara because of the long straight, a relatively high-speed circuit. The thing is, I don't know the track very well, certainly not in a car like this, so I'm not sure. I'll do what I can with the vehicle at this circuit, but a little lack of experience could be my undoing. We will have to wait and see. We know we've got very good top speed in this car. If I can extract it, if I can get the most out of it, fantastic. We can just light up the rears a little bit. Whoa, cold tyres on the curb. Probably a bit dangerous. Will we be flat through here? Yeah. On warmer tyres, that'll be considerably more comfortable. On cold tyres, it's a bit dicey. Jeez, this thing is rapid down the straights. I just don't know where I need to brake for here. It's kind of a little bit of, I'm going to guess based on the Lamborghini ahead. I know it's a very different car, but we'll sort of use it as a little bit of a benchmarky thing for us, and then try and weave our way through these next couple of corners. I mean, it's not like, don't get me wrong, it's still a very quick car through the corners here. It's just the understeer, it's just the balance is all it's not what I really expected from the Wara, but there you have it. The Lamborghini's to the outside of the AMG, and we got all sorts of twitchy getting myself through that final corner. Gliska had enough of the Ultima and gone for an AMG, or the AMG 1 or whatever that thing is. All-wheel drive does tend to over-PI it a little bit. Here we go, onto the back straight. Now, I'm hoping... I'm thinking we're going to catch this at a really awkward place, because, whoa, the back end of my car is moving all over the place. We will get the vehicle, but that is a dicey manoeuvre that I just went for. We made it work. It was really, really dicey getting that one past there. Run it into the next corner. What are we chasing down now? Longbow. What are they driving? Is that the P1 GTR thing, possibly? I think so. We will wait for the next... I say wait for the next straight. I don't know. We might be quicker than that in the corners, to be honest with you. Dangerman is leading the way with that F40. We will... Oh, patience does it. Hopefully through this section. and then we can fire up the Wara's immense straight line speed. And Pega is closing. I just don't think I have an answer for those. We are clear of the McLaren. Ninetales is the next car to go after. Ninetales is braving the Ultima. That is brave. I mean, it's so fast in a straight line, but it's so difficult to drive. Pega is behind us right now, so we should be flat down here. God, we've got an immense slingshot on the Ultima. Jeez. The slipstream fired us along there. There we go, get back in the tow. But be prepared. I don't think Ninetales is stopping there. I was worried I wasn't stopping, so Ninetales definitely was not. It's looking busy up ahead. The Apollo fighting with the Lambo. Both out a little bit wide, actually, through there. And they're fighting with the normal FXXK. The Evo is behind me. I don't want to get stuck behind Stevie if I can help it. I mean, the Mission R is not bad in the corners, but it's very lacking down the straights for this sort of thing. We shall try and get on the power. Oh, and Pega has found a gap through there. I mean, we're going to, the thing is, we're going to go back to annoying in Pega again. My favourite in this, just annoy the FXX Evo. I'm just going to call it that because the name's a pain in the arse, really. We can just go to annoying in Pega for a race. I don't think it's actually quite going to work as well, because in Pega's caught us napping a little bit there. Well, we both had to check up as we got sort of stuck behind the Apollo. Here goes the Wara to the inside and back past the Ferrari we go. It's getting very busy up ahead. Pega may want to take a dive. I just don't know where I can and can't get away with braking down there. Let's annoy a Ferrari again. I think these long corners, Pega's got too much grip. Yeah, I just cannot fight that. I cannot fight that around there. And Pega can just chuck it through there with so much more. And if I try and throw it that hard, you can just see understeer into the next corner. It is more difficult to defend. I was hoping Pega was going to get stuck behind Coffee for a little bit longer, but didn't. I couldn't. Well, I didn't use all the road there because I was wary about understeering towards that 599. We head into turn 1. I spy a Brazen with a... I mean, the Celine is a monster in a straight line as well, that thing. Now, Pega may get a little bit stuck here, which would work out really well for me. No, well, or maybe not stuck if you bully a Vulcan. What might work out really well for me is a humongous slipstream. Go on, Awara. Go on, Wara. Annoy him, Pega. We are back past again. That has just become a new favourite game of mine. Don't think it's going to matter because I think Pega's just got too much grip into the next corner. Yeah. Wanted to try and pin them down, but couldn't do it. I mean, what we're relying on is traffic. We're relying on traffic to slightly slow down the Evo, but I can't match the pace. We've held on and we've fought it as much as we possibly can here, I think. I think we've gone to the limits of what the Wara can do, or I can do with the Wara. Oh. Now, can we actually do anything about Danger Man? Honestly, Danger Man's F40 has done a very good job here. It's been quick enough that I don't think we are catching it at a rate. I don't think we're going to pass it. I don't think we're getting it by the end of the race. I just don't think we're gaining enough time on it. We are gaining on it, but it's certainly not enough time to do anything about it. And onto the back straight we go this time. We are not close enough to the Evo to really irritate it. The Neo is going to get gear limited at some point down here. We will close on the Ferrari, but it won't be enough. I think it's the normal, I think it's Grumpors up ahead, the Lamborghini, the SCV12. I'm actually impressed with that. I like it. I really like the car in real life. Awesome car. That thing has got some, it's got some real pace. It's got some real corner grip in that. Oh, come on, you understeering barge. If you get it even a tiny bit wrong through one of these corners, you just lose so much time because the front end just has no grip. It just doesn't turn. It's astonishing how little front end grip there is in this car. Pega and Grumples are having a battle. Yeah, slow each other down. Let the Wara catch. Because, yeah, even here it's just not quick enough. It's just not. I say it's not fast enough in this field. It's fun to have, but it isn't actually all that amazing. I don't think personally to drive. We are going to be defending from the Neo, I think, at the end of this one, as the two Ferraris are busy battling. Looks like Shadow's made it to the front of the field. Please turn in through here at some point, Pagani. We will do that. We have only got a couple more corners to go here. We can kind of cover the inside down here, which we've got to do because I haven't got much other defence here. And then we can head around the final turn. I mean, it's quite close. It's close at the front. It's close at the front. It looks like we're just going to fend off the Neo. Yeah. We had a fun battle in there. We had a fun race. That's just not. It's just not quick enough, really. Danger Man slipped to 5th by the end of it. We were only a couple of seconds quicker, really. The Brabham would took. I mean, so the FXXK got fastest lap. The SCV12 got fastest lap. The Neo is in the 107. I mean, we were quick. We were quicker than the cars ahead, but not quick enough to really do anything about it. It's good showing actually from the F40. I'm impressed with that pace that's getting for an R-class car, so to speak. Out of curiosity, where did the Mission R ended up down in 15th place? The thing I was looking for was, I can't remember. I was going to go look for something and I forgot what car I was looking for. Never mind, ignore me. But yeah, the Wara is fun. I mean, these things are mad. Yeah, but the Wara are difficult to drive and just doesn't feel like it has the front end grip. It just doesn't feel like even all that straight line speed. The speed in the world is not enough to make up for the lack of turning. But this has been good fun to do. I do enjoy these challenges. And a big thank you to Longbow for doing the maths and calculating the roll-offs and all of that to try and make it work. We've had some fun racing, even if my Wara's not really the best one. But there we go. That is going to be it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.